Okay, so here goes nothing again. My attempt here is to be as honest, as authentic, as real as I can be, specifically in relationship to the last 3 videos that I made on YouTube, and actually just this kind of path. I'll say why I'm doing this with the words path in a moment. This path that I've been on for the past like 6-7 years, something like that. The spiritual path, when I got turned on to spirituality. All right, so the last 3 videos I made are titled something like already free, meaning that you, me, us, everyone's already free and suffering isn't real, and anything negative or bad or anything is just an appearance. Anyhow, that was essentially what that was about, and that's what the video God appearing as you, or God appearing to God. And what was the title of the 3rd video? Already free, God appearing as God, and the greatest spiritual practice, which basically I said was no practice. And this is what I want to say about all 3 of those videos. I have no idea. I don't know. I'll have experiences like if you watch I think in the greatest spiritual practice, I talk about how, I sat down and I don't know if I said I sat down to meditate. Anyhow, a couple days ago, sat down to meditate, nothing happened. And it was a very profound nothing happening, because in the spiritual world, there's this idea, I'll briefly share, most of you, or some of you I'm sure, are somewhat familiar with it, that like an event, a liberation of freedom is going to happen, where we're just like eternally living in peace and joy and freedom all the time. Is that true for me? No. Maybe this is the tricky thing. This is the crazy thing. Maybe it's solidifying. Maybe I think, I feel I've never been happier with the story of Christopher. And so this is what I can say. Do things still arise in my life where I feel triggered, or I feel uncomfortable, or I feel angry or sad, or like I'm trying to prove something, or I want to be right? Yes, absolutely. Those things still happen. Matter of fact, happened a few times today. And a couple times yesterday, and probably a handful of times the day before that. So yeah. And I know, and this is the thing, from the experiences that I didn't have, from the events that didn't happen, at least that's why I think I know what I'm about to say, that those agitations and those irritations and not feeling comfortable, those things, those experiences are arising on behalf of an entity, a being that doesn't exist. My ego, right? The little boy that doesn't want to be seen. And so I think, I don't know, because someone might watch one of these other videos and be like, well, sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I don't know. I'm doing my best. And that's what inspired this video, is I wanted to really share the truth, my truth, right? Just my perspective as I experience it, as it really is. I certainly, that's the thing, it's like, I'll just share with you what's going on in my mind right now. What I'm wanting to say is, I'm not a teacher, but in a sense, like I am. I work with people one-on-one. I find myself in that role, and so that's what's true about that, right? Like, I find myself in that role, and I know that I'm not a teacher, and there's no teaching, and there's no student. I actually know that, and that's what I'm getting at. So in one sense, I want to say that there is a solidification or a integration of this stateless being, this statelessness that I'm talking about, so again, just a little context for somebody that might not have context with this, that watches this. With spirituality, there's this whole non-duality thing, which is like you're already free. I'm already free. Liberation, you are that, which is said in all these different religions, right? Like you are the truth, you are the way, you are the light. Jesus said that. You're free. And I know that. And yeah, a good amount of the time I feel that. And then there are other times where that couldn't feel like the furthest thing from the truth. And I'm like, how dare you oppose my view in the way I see it? So yeah, definitely there's like a mind and ego thing that I'm aware of. And there's a story, little grandfather clock there, a story that I like to believe, and I think is true, is that there's like a little tiny more space. It's like, am I just believing this really nice story? Is this really the case? I don't know. But I think it's really, I feel, I'll express with thoughts, but I feel that this is true, that the more free I am in this non-dual state of being, of just being whatever, like how would I even say it? There's the appearance of the body mind of Christopher. There's, I'm aware of my body, my mind, this identity that has been created over the past 29 years. There's an awareness of that. And because there's an awareness of that, I am aware that I am the background, the real me, right? The real, not that the appearance of me is unreal. God, it's so complicated for me to say this. I'm aware. I'm simply awareness. My true identity is nothingness. It's awareness. It's consciousness. It has no limitations. It doesn't end. It doesn't begin. And so then Christopher, me, when I'm involved in a situation where my ego, that doesn't exist, by the way, it doesn't exist, or it's not what it. No, the ego just doesn't exist, actually. Yeah, right? Like, point your ego out to me. Where's your ego? Where's mine? It's not really there. But anyhow, so mind, I'll use mind. When my mind is triggered, or I'm in a situation that is not preferable and I don't like, and there's a moment, maybe, this is what I'm saying, maybe there's like a little more of a moment where I'm able to say, no way, Jose, you're not fooling me this time. But I'm saying that to my own self when the situation presents itself that normally would trigger me and that it doesn't. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm just awareness and this is incredible and beautiful. And now it's just awareness and it's beautiful. Or here's another possibility that I've considered. I don't even notice those things that I used to be, that used to get me, really all it is the things that used to, or sometimes still do, get me to identify as a separate being. And because I'm separate, I'm misunderstood, I'm not being seen, I'm alone, all of the other sufferings that follow that. That feels a deepening. Yeah, there's definitely a deepening. And part of that deepening practice, I was literally just moments ago reflecting on these 3 last videos I did. I'm like, man, am am I really, I was authentic as I could be, right? But there was still this, a bit, somewhat, I meant everything I said, and everything that didn't happen really didn't happen. But there was still like this performative, like, here's the me that knows something. And so I kind of got this inspiration of, what if I shared these videos where, maybe daily, dare I say, I've said that so many times before and not actually done it daily. We'll see. There will be more of these. I don't know if it'll be daily or not. Just what's going on in here. Yeah, I'm sitting here eating food, going, man, I was having some Beyond Burger and pizza. It's like 1 a.m. right now. This is what happens when you can't sleep, and wasn't trying to sleep. This is just what's happening. Okay, back to the point. I said to myself as I'm sitting there eating this delicious Beyond Burger meat, it tastes so real. It tastes like real meat. Get to the point, dude. I said, what if I made a video and I labeled it like the truth as of right now. Because this is what is the truth in the best way that I could say it. And I want to yeah, I've got the idea that if I share in a way that is authentic and true for me, that I enjoy when others also receive inspiration, and maybe there's a resonance with what I'm saying, and then a sense of freedom, or maybe even just contemplation and reflection of like, yeah, you know, that's true for me, or in some way that this is at very least entertaining, so provides a laugh, a smile. Yeah, just that's what I love. I love to share myself as I am, and that's what's present, and that's what's true. That's what's true now. So I don't know what to say. So yeah, I hope your day is better. I hope you enjoyed this. What is your feedback? What is your experience of this, of what I just shared? Wherever this gets shared, it will sure be on YouTube. Feel free to let me know as we navigate this. What a space to be in, right? Like, you're probably someone that I know, maybe. I don't know. I have no clue who's watching these videos and not. I'm guessing you're someone that knows me. And yeah, one of the things I'm working on, one of my intentions, I'll close with this, is that people experience me as I am. Not like, I guess a lot of my life I experienced putting on facades or pretending to be someone in certain contexts, like the friend me, and then there's the school me, and then the son me, that role, the son, the brother, the lover. Like, I fully see and value the differences that those, obviously I'm going to interact differently with Zlatka, my partner, than someone, a client, or someone that I meet on the street, or someone that watches this video. Like, obviously, I see the value of roles, even though they're maybe that's what adds to the veiling of our true nature from each other. But even though those are valuable and I show up differently in a sense, one of my deepest desires is, when I'm speaking to you, whoever you are, whether you are, one of my best friends or somebody that somehow found one of my YouTube videos and this is your first time seeing a video of me, like anyone, I want to show up integrated. I want to, when I'm speaking to a good friend of mine and then they happen to, see my video, it's interesting because I could see how this has a lot to do with self-image. God. Which is why it's like, man, just see that it's not really real and stop buying into that story and latching yourself into that story. And I know that, I know that that's just an appearance. Appearing to nothing and no one, and consciousness awareness. Anyhow, I'm acknowledging, I guess this is the path of integration or the appearance of integration, which is I have a desire for them to, which I'm not in control of this. God, I'm becoming aware of these things as I'm speaking through this. But if I was aware of it and if they watched, for me to feel that I'm being authentic, that's really as simple as it gets. Their experience, my mom's experience watching this versus, so I can't, right? There's that phrase, you can be a really amazing tasting cookie and there's still going to be people that don't like amazing tasting cookies. So I don't even want to be an amazing tasting cookie. I just want to be fully myself and feel good about being myself, whatever that is, even if it's just an appearance and, whatever I am, whoever I am. Being truly myself, who I'm supposed to be or meant to be, which is just who I am, and that's it. That is the goal. That is the goal with all of the stuff that I'm doing, with coaching, with writing this book. I'm writing this book right now, with pretty much for the last 6 years. Yeah, I've stumbled and fallen on my face many times, or it appears so. And, well, I'm not going to stop. Why? I'm very happy to say, to share that with you. This is really what I'm going to end with. I have this really, it's very clear to me that sharing what's true is one of the most important things to me. I love it. I love it. The character of Christopher loves it. And if you're a character, if you're in a movie and you're playing a role, and you're also just reading your lines too, then you know what character I'm imitating. You could put it in the comments. Did you get this far in the video? What's my impression like? Am I a good actor too? I'm going to tell you the answer now, so I hope you have it typed into the comments. Did you do it? He said he'd end with that thing, and now he's impersonating an actor. When is he going to end this video? Isn't he tired? Isn't it 1 a.m? Why is he awake? All right. I'm imitating Jim Carrey, who, by the way, very spiritual. Apparently, I read an article, meditates a lot, I guess, and it appears so if you watch that documentary, Jim and Andy, about him. And that's enough about me for now. We'll see you when I make another video soon.